I'm sure we can yes. Ed, something I suppose which interests me as an analyst, and I know was going to interest the people we talked to back in the UK and beyond, is how do you value a gold mine? Because generally speaking, when we're looking at gold mines in London, we're looking at the large listed gold mines, the things what cost multi-million dollars, $10 million, $100 million. Somebody who's here, who's built a gold mine from scratch, for want of a better description, how do you value a gold mine? What really determines the real value?
Well, and just like all items that we buy and sell in any other commodity, it comes down to the infrastructure. Are we in a startup stage? We do an exploration work? Are we bringing out production yet? Have we done drill reports? Gold mines are sold at all different prices. Here in Ecuador, they range anywhere between $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 to $1.3 billion was just sold from a company called Aurelian to a company called Kinross for only 30% of a gold mine. So it comes into invested dollars. And today, the items that we're talking about for IPR to help us with are in that second stage item, but that second stage item is where all the high profits made. This is where the blue sky lifts up, because we're still going into the mountain without much information other than some studies and rock sampling. But this is where we run into the clavos and the big items that will make big returns.
Sure, and obviously some of the mines we might look at are mines which have been old artisanal mines, so we might have previous production reports, an idea of what they may have been doing. But even if we are at those points, Monte Verde, you guys are going to be doing pre-due diligence on that before I get sent over from nice cold London to have to be so upset in such beautiful warm Ecuador. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, in a lot of these artisanal mines, I mean, these guys are 2, 3, 4 years crawling into the mountain through what we call a rabbit hole, taking gold out through sacks of burlap sacks and dragging it back out the hole with them. And then we come in and we open it up by 2 meter by 2 meter and bring automation to it.
Sure. Just something, I know we spoke about this actually when we were at the production plant, but I just remember it being so loud when we were there. Obviously the advantage of people working with Monte Verde, as in actually the miners in Ecuador, not financiers in London, is that you not only have got the experience, but it's the depth you can go into the mines. And the deeper you go, obviously it costs more money, but is that where the richer gold is?
It is. That's where we find the huge deposits. A good rule of thumb is artisanal miners are kind of related to chickens. They scratch on the surface to get the earthworms at the top of the ground, but they don't get any further. And artisanal miners normally don't have the money for the generators, for the air compressors, for all the heavy-duty equipment that's needed to make sure they have a healthy, safe environment down below. And then when commercial mining comes in, we're able to get down into the area to where not just the erosion outcroppings are, but we're able to get down into the actual deposits.
Sure, and so it's the ability with the infrastructure to be able to go deep into the mountain or deep into the mine, and which really enables us to get our biggest bang for our buck.
It is.
So even if we're looking at mines, old artisanal mines, we can always feel confident that by using a professional process, we're getting more ore, and out of that ore, we're going to get a higher percentage of the gold in that ore into the billion bars, which can be sold on the open market.
And in most cases, higher value as well.
And higher value. Excellent. Cheers. Thank you so much for clarifying that for us all. Right.